Hello and welcome back to my FC24 Liverpool career mode. We don't want to waste too much time, so we'll get right into the action in a minute, but first we'll look at three games we are playing today: Chelsea, Bournemouth and Newcastle. But first, our trip to Stamford Bridge to face Chelsea. Their starting lineup is Sanchez, James, Silva, Disasi, Chilwell, Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, Gallagher, Sterling, Jackson. And their tactical vision is standard or balanced. They are organised and disciplined, they sit deep and wait to win the ball back before they counter, and on the offensive style they're disciplined, build attacks patiently, wait for runs in behind before passing that ball in between the lines. Now, training sessions is something they've added this season, and it's just too tedious for me to be doing it every week. You can get a extra few temporary play styles for some players, but it doesn't seem worth it to me. Now, I wouldn't usually do the press conference either, but seeing as it's the first game of the season, I figure I might as well do it, just to see why we shouldn't do it. There's always a real sense of expectation at this time of year. It looks like it could be a very competitive title race this season. Do you think your team can come out on top? We set our own standards, the boys are winners, it's about self-belief. I think it's about self-belief. Now, I'm going to be doing a voice that's clearly not Klopp's, but anyway. Confidence is so important. I think we have to aim to make a good start, build some momentum, then self-belief will kick in and anything becomes possible as the season goes on. It's a big fixture to kick off a new season. Chelsea will be very strong opposition. Do you feel your boys are ready for the challenge? The boys know what they have to do. I want a good performance. I believe in my players. I want a good performance. It seems like the right answer. You want to kick off every new season with a good result, of course, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what level we're at. The most important thing for me in this first game is to see the positive performance from my team. Did you notice the typo? No O in off. You want to kick off? Yeah, very good, EA. Many people expected Liverpool to be more active in the transfer window. See, the questions like these are just ridiculous, because we turned off the first transfer window in the settings at the start before we even started the career, so the game should be able to tell and not ask stupid questions like this. And then there's this, which has been a problem for a few years. Klopp says, I thank you, I'll not take any more questions, but you could hear the reporters saying that's all we've got time for, so who's really making the decisions? Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? There's our starting lineup, and for some reason we're in the away kit. That's one thing that really bugs me, in the game and in real life, when teams wear their away kit when they really don't need to. Like, there's no kit clash whatsoever between the two home kits. So why don't they just both wear home? But that's enough moaning from me. Let's finally kick this season off.
It's the opening day of a new Premier League season. Both teams will be looking to start quickly. You can feel the excitement in the air.
I'm going to moan about one more thing. This pre-match animation thing is kind of cool, but it wouldn't happen in real life, so I'm not that big of a fan of it. Sorry, that's enough.
Hello, it's a real pleasure to be with you from West London, from Stamford Bridge. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And there are few more enjoyable days on the football calendar than opening day in the Premier League. It's Chelsea taking on Liverpool.
Well, thanks, Derek. It might be the first game of the season, but these away fans are already talking about winning the title. So it's important they get off to a good start here. This should be an entertaining game.
Electing to cross into the centre. Still not clear. Regained possession. Luis Diaz. Trying to open up the defence. Crucial piece of defending. McAllister. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Salah. A glorious chance. Keeper getting the touch. And the keeper... And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
And hit with ferocity. Well, it could have been a better. Fernandez. Well, it's all about passing as they try to hit the front and able to close down the shots. You can sense the threat is there. So near.
That'll pretty much do it for the first half. Highlights had a bit of a problem recording, but nothing much else happened, so it's not like you missed much.
The two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. McAllister. This is Salah. Delivered into the area here. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their...
What I really like about this goal is that Diaz is actually the one that wins the ball in his own half and then starts the attack. And then he's there at the end to head in. Love it.
This cross into such a good area, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
I think the keeper could do a bit better than that.
Making considerable progress with the ball. Takes aim. Well, in position to make...
He's been a threat in this game. He's looked so lively.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, you can't really head them in. It's there for him. And what a magical save it was. Sterling. Oh, might be a smart stop here. Oh, to level the match.
I have no words.
Really not part of the equation.
No words.
TV. It's Liverpool facing Bournemouth. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? It's got to be! And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form. Alexander-Arnold. And playing it back. A chance to whip it in. Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Well, racing away here. Can he get them level? Oh, off the post. Just 10 minutes remaining here. And Liverpool exploiting the space on the flank here. He's got to score! Ball is loose.
Well, time running out for Liverpool. You felt that had to go in. Not much hope for them now, I don't think.
Well, the keeper had plenty to think about. Good visualisation and execution.
So that didn't go to plan, but there's a lot to like about the performance. We played a lot of good stuff, had plenty of chances. On another day we could have scored more. Diaz and Jota linked up well, there's the stats there, so a lot to like, but schoolboy errors cost us. And from Van Dijk of all people, 2 errors from Van Dijk. And again, since it's the first game of the season, we'll do the post-match press conference. It's always tough to lose to a rival, especially when it's by such a narrow margin. Do you think the scoreline was a fair reflection of the match? Games like these are settled by really fine margins. There wasn't much between the teams, and they took the chance we didn't. All apply, but there wasn't much between the teams. I can't fault my lads for effort. There was a very tight game and I think it could have gone either way. Just one goal separating us. I could have easily been standing here talking to you about how we won. We just have to be better on the key moments, don't we? Tough to take for Liverpool fans. That's 2 defeats against Chelsea. Is it? This is the first game of the season. If this is the second defeat to Chelsea, when was the first? I guess we'll just answer that question instead. Are Chelsea just a better team than you right now? We need our senior players to step up. We have work to do defensively, and you have to learn from setbacks. All apply, but I think we'll go with we have to learn from setbacks. There will be other games against Chelsea in future, and I'm sure 2 defeats won't be followed by 3rd or 4th. I believe in my players. The more that they can to not feel sorry for ourselves. We know we can improve. A frustrating defeat for you. Once you went behind, you never really looked able to get back in the game. What was the problem today? I mean, I thought we looked like we could get back into the game. We hit the post, so there was chances to get back in it. We just couldn't take them. Like that answer. It's hard to take. I thought the lads played with great spirit and took the game to the opposition. The problem was that for all our good approach play, we couldn't take advantage of any of the opportunities we created. And then there's that stupid thing where Jurgen says, "Thank you, I'll not take any more questions," but the reporter says, "That's enough." Who's making the decisions? And after that defeat, look where we are, sitting in 16th place. I guess that's karma for laughing at Arsenal. Now, after the first game, it seems like a good time to change the training plan, seeing as everyone's, or at least the starting 11, has played a game now, so we don't need to have them on performance based. And we probably don't need them on energy focused either, because they've got a week to recover for the next game. So if we put it on balanced and apply that to the starting 11, and it looks like everyone should be fully fit for the next game. Oh, Konate actually isn't quite fully fit. It's almost there, but squad rotation's healthy, so we'll maybe just play Gomez instead of Konate against Bournemouth. Now, what better way to forget about the opening day defeat to Chelsea by moving swiftly on to Game Week 2 at home to Bournemouth. Their starting lineup is Radu, Smith, Zabarnyi, Mepham, Kerkez, Adams, Christie, Dangle, Scott, Tavernier and Enes Unal, and their tactical vision is much the same as Chelsea's. I think it says exactly the same stuff. Basically, they're comfortable in and out of possession, and they can adapt to the game better with their balanced standard play. And as we said, we're going to switch out Konate for Gomez, just so we've got a fully fit squad. Keep it rotated, keeps everyone healthy, and the kits look fine. So let's get right into Game Week 2.
That special and unbeatable feeling of match day is in the air, and the knowledge that this has all the makings of a vibrant and compelling encounter. Anticipation levels are sky high, and every expectation that this game will live up to its considerable billing.
Billing? He's on the bench, mate.
Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. The heavens have opened and there is absolutely no let-up on the rain front here at Anfield. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Liverpool and they face Bournemouth.
Well, Derek, not the opening day start Liverpool were hoping for or expecting. They were lethargic in possession and didn't press the ball well enough. However, I think they're a good side and should bounce back today.
Oh, genuine chance.
I'll be honest, I thought they were going to score there.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Liverpool really hoping to bounce back after they lost in the last game against Chelsea.
Derek, what a moment this could be.
Well, what a stop it was. Who can they pick out? An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Now that is the perfect response to that early scare that resulted in a corner for them. We go up the other end with a nice chance from Salah and get a corner of our own, but we score ours. Looks like the keeper gets a touch on that. Should be doing better, but I won't complain.
Encouraging move from Liverpool in towards Salah. Danger averted for now. Salah on to Alexander-Arnold. Can he finish here? That was going in. Nicely timed tackle. Jota. Alexander-Arnold. Just what the Liverpool fans wanted to see as they extend the lead to 2 goals.
Now, I'll be honest, I didn't expect my first 3 goals of the season to be a cross from Trent and a header, considering the players we have at our disposal, but we'll take what we can get.
Tavernier, and playing it through. Could reduce the deficit. Breaking at pace. Jota. Chances on. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no one...
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Now that was a great counter-attack and a tidy little finish from Diaz at the end of it. Love it.
In a decent position now. He got a good palm on it here. Stuart, your take.
Well, when they play like this, they're such a good team to watch. Their passing, movement and finishing have been of the highest quality. If they continue to play at this pace for the rest of the game, who knows how many they could score.
Couldn't grab hold of it. And held by the keeper at the second. And Scott. Firing it in. He's blocked it. Alexis McAllister. And threading it through. Some of the fans are screaming, have a go. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, here it is again, and it's...
I was actually hoping Jota would take another touch just to set himself there before taking the shot, but clearly he didn't need to.
Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know.
Was that foreshadowing, Derek?
Oh, great defending. Still could be dangerous. Well, when Diogo Jota dominates,
I don't think that's where the goals went in, but hey-ho.
Well, he's looked unstoppable today. Quick, clever, skillful, and he's taken his goals really well. He's been wonderful to watch.
I think Jota and Diaz have both been bright sparks in the game again. Defence have been sloppy at times, but Bournemouth haven't been good enough to punish us, so let's see what happens in the second half.
Danger still on. Robertson. Good looking cross. Oh, really good. Alexander-Arnold. Deep delivery. And the keeper's technical skill. And angling it back. Virgil van Dijk with the block. And the upshot of that is offside. So a half an hour remaining. Jota. Oh, big chance. Well, what a stop that was. Teammate in support.
Salah just can't get that goal, but I think it's time to freshen up, bring on some subs, which is something we forgot to do against Chelsea. We're too busy trying to get that goal.
Oh, could be. With plenty of time and space.
And I think I just got a bit too excited there when I got past the keeper. I tried to pass instead of shoot. Could have made it 5.
And whipped into the box. Not messing around with that clearance. Milos Kerkez. Well, very effective play in possession. Is it going to be? And still an opportunity. Can he open them up here? And it's come off the keeper. Lot to like about that pass. Diaz. Delivering it into the box. The pass not coming close to hitting the target.
Felt like it was another good time to make some subs just to freshen up a wee bit more and see what some of these other players are about. see what they're like in game.
Went in strongly to win the ball. That's a good looking ball. Well, he didn't miss by very much at all.
That's our Darwin.
Well, he loves drifting in off the flank, but they dealt with the threat posed.
Don't really see what that was a foul for.
Now, what can they do from this free kick situation?
And there's a great block by Connor Bradley.
And it's a quality pass.
I probably could have cut that back for Darwin, but I feel like at that point in the game, Gakpo would have just taken the shot like I did there.
But today, I think we saw just how good they can be. They looked a strong team to me.
Aw, thanks, Stuart. So, moving on. Game week 3, third and final game week of today against Newcastle, and their tactical vision is the counter-attack, which means they take very few risks, keep a solid defensive shape at all times. As soon as they win the ball, they spring forward on the counter, obviously, and when they're on the offensive, they'll win the ball in their own final third before springing forward and playing passes in behind opposition defences, so we need to look out for that. Their starting lineup is Pope, Trippier, Botman, Lascelles, Target, Bruno Guimaraes, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon and Isak. And our one change from last week is that Konate comes back in for Gomez. Gomez didn't do anything wrong, but Konate is fully fit again. And the kits do not clash, so we are good to go.
90 minutes of what should be highly entertaining.
Sean Longstaff with 2 goals in the previous game. Might need to keep an eye on him.
What an enticing prospect. It's Newcastle United. They face Liverpool, and it's coming up live on EA TV next. Hello and welcome to the northeast of England. We're here at St James's Park today. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, last-ditch defending at its very finest. And here's the Newcastle formation. Nick Pope gets the nod between the posts. Kieran Trippier starts with Matt Target in the fullback positions. And the attack is led today by Alexander Isak. The delivery from Salah here. Well, clattered away. Can he put them ahead? Oh, dealt with by the... And over it comes. Not really the ideal clearance. Well, promised much. But it's looking promising. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal!
And there's the man they warned us about. Sean Longstaff. Goal machine.
Well, here it is again. And when you
I think this goal was a bit self-inflicted. Konate comes across there and he should really stop him, but he just walks right past him. Leaves him the whole goal to aim at, and he just smashes it past Alisson.
Robertson. And will it be the leveller? I'll tell you what. Well, maybe scope for Newcastle to add to their lead with this set piece. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here.
Well, here's another look at it. Certainly delivery into the box couldn't have been any better, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
Salah. Now with Jota. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Salah could reduce the deficit, and he does. There is hope for them.
There we see the gegenpress to full effect. Szoboszlai wins the ball back up high and plays Salah through, who plays a lovely little ball into Jota. we are right back in this.
Just couldn't get it through. They favoured a short one here. Crossing into the middle. In position, but pressure to cope with. It's still alive. And it's with Isak. And the goalkeeper. And played short. There's the cut back. And the keeper there to deal with it.
So we started off the half well. We had a lot of good chances inside the first 10 minutes, and then Longstaff hit us with a sucker punch goal. And then Almiron made it 2-0 quite shortly after, and I was getting worried, but then we got the goal back, and it looks like we could get right back into this game. So we'll see how the second half goes.
Oh, a challenge that simply had elects to go short. He takes aim. 30 minutes left for play. Mo Salah. Salah! Well, couldn't put it away.
One of these chances Salah has to score. He just has to. Just look how close that is. It shaves the post.
Anthony Gordon. No possibilities inside the box. And he's made headway. And there it is!
And there's another self-inflicted goal. I had Konate run right out and leave a gaping hole in the defence for Joelinton to just stroll right in and smash it. Right after the Salah chance to equalise. Sickening. Felt like I had to make some subs just to try and make something happen, because there's very little time left to turn this game around.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Deliver the cross. Almiron. Isak. And the keeper's technical skill.
Really good save. Such good reflexes.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Alexander Arnold. Teammates in the middle. Well, promising looking ball. And a goal! He's doubled.
And there's another one I should be able to stop. Van Dijk should have been able to stop Almiron there, but that's it. Game over. Don't see us even getting a draw out of this one now.
He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
On the flank.
Robertson showing a little bit of frustration there.
The card is forthcoming. Now delivering that deep cross. No nonsense clearance. No simple for the keeper. Ryan Gravenberg. Darwin Nunez. And showing fine vision. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation? It's Liverpool facing Aston Villa.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that.
Salah! Well, this might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Must be.
What a superb block by Curtis Jones. I was sure they were going to score on that counter-attack, but Jones managed to get back and make the block. Incredible. And then there's more chaos in the box, but Alisson managed to deal with it this time. Getting fed up with this.
Liverpool lose. Your assessment of the performance?
Well, it's been a poor start to the season for them, and today was no different.
Can't really argue with that. Now, just before we finish up for today, we'll look at the Premier League table, and at the bottom we have Bournemouth and Burnley, both without a point. Still, Everton and Fulham without a win, and then as we go up the table, we've got Luton, Spurs, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, that's us in case you forgot, Brentford, Brighton, West Ham, Sheffield United, Man City in 8th, Nottingham Forest, Man United, Arsenal, who have bounced back from their opening day defeat with 2 wins, Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Wolves and Chelsea, both with a perfect start to the season so far. Now, Wolves and Nottingham Forest, you could probably say, are some surprise entrants into the top 8 at this early stage of the season, but we'll see what happens as the weeks go on. Now, we'll just quickly look at some of the results, see if there's any big surprises. And Newcastle are the team that beat Man City, so that's 2 big wins for Newcastle because they obviously beat us as well. And any other results standing out? Sheffield United are actually the team to draw with Man City as well, so some surprise results for Man City. But I'm sure they'll bounce back. If they're anything like real life, they'll finish strong and win the league by like 20 points. Quickly just look at the player stats as well. Nicholas Jackson is the current top scorer with 5 goals so far. 2 of them came against us, which were basically gifts, so you're welcome. I think I saw Partey there as well, that's a odd one, but Jota and Diaz both with 3 goals in 3 games, so we're creating plenty of chances. Alexander Arnold's got 3 assists. We're scoring goals, playing some good stuff, especially Jota and Diaz. We're just too many defensive mistakes costing us the games so far, I would say. Salah hasn't found the back of the net yet, but he's getting plenty of chances, getting himself into those opportunities, or getting himself opportunities to score. He just can't find the back of the net, which is a little frustrating, but I'm sure the goals will come. Now, I think that'll just about do it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for sticking around, and hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.